When companies are thinking about designing and delivering an ESG strategy, why are you doing it is one of the fundamental building blocks before you kick off.
Incorporating ESG into a company's strategy doesn't always mean a completely new strategy, and it can often be integrated into an existing one. The key is to do that integration in a way that sustainability appears throughout a strategy.
Many companies actually already operate with some elements of ESG. It is now a consensus that business must contribute to sustainability of the world. What is required, therefore, is to design a strategy with ESG at its core, which also delivers the financial value.
I think the link between ESG performance and value is becoming slightly better understood, thinking about sustainability as a way of creating value from the start, not thinking about it as a way of satisfying some metric demands and then working out what comes next.
Broadly speaking, there are two ways to address this disconnect between the ESG performance and enterprise value. One is through having short-term quantifiable results, linking ESG and financial metrics on a small scale while having a broader narrative about ESG strategy. The other is for investors to accept a certain set of ESG metrics as a part of corporate performance.
A lot of firms are looking at the KPIs associated with ESG. Stakeholder trust is something that as yet needs to be built. We can use measures, we can use metrics, but it's more than that.
Regarding ESG as a tick-the-box exercise for compliance sake no longer cuts it.
There's a lot of companies where reporting ESG metrics that are set by or measured by third parties is really important. But if you just focus on those, and particularly if you think about them in a retrospective sense, I think you end up having a less sustainable business in the longer term, and also one that's less financially sustainable as well. There's a way in which that doesn't allow you to be as creative as you can about what sustainability would mean in the future.
Investors, consumers, employees, as well as a community all demand ESG to be at the heart of long-term strategy.
ESG is more of a balanced scorecard. The top agenda point is different by different business. Some businesses actually are not dominated by the environmental agenda, but they're dominated more by the social agenda, but certainly climate change dominates.
The more successful businesses that are able to think about sustainability in the long term are more likely to get support for other long-term initiatives. Their investors and their stakeholders will know that a business will be around and serving their needs into the future.
The good news is that the sustainability is now recognized as a common agenda for all. Companies can band together to address, sometimes teaming across industries.
There's a clear need to triage concerns in a way that is not so much about whether something seems material today to your business, but is likely to become more material in the future, and crucially somewhere where you're actually able to make a difference.
There is beginning to be a reasonably well understood link that those companies that are investing in ESG and that are allocating capital to their ESG strategies are beginning to show a better or improved shareholder return than those that are not.